Welcome, parents, to the Effective Literacy Strategy Workshop for students in grades kindergarten, first, and second grade. My name is Stephanie Anderer, and today I will be discussing the importance of using effective literacy strategies with your child at home. I will also be talking about 3 wonderful and effective strategies that you can use with your child while you both are reading fiction and nonfiction texts. If you would like to take notes throughout this session, please feel free to do so. Let's get started. Before I discuss the reading strategies, it is important to know what a reading strategy is. A reading strategy is a plan selected deliberately by the reader to accomplish a particular goal or to complete a given task. Research indicates that good readers are strategic. This means that they have purposes for their reading and adjust their reading to each purpose. Strategic readers use a variety of strategies and skills as they construct meaning. Effective reading strategies are very helpful to all readers. I want you to think for a moment. Have you ever used any reading strategies with your child at home? If you have, great. If not, don't worry. Today you will be learning some that you can use while you are reading with your child. So why is it important to teach effective reading strategies? As parents, we know that it is essential that our children not only learn to read, but that they enjoy it as well. We want our child to develop a love for reading. We must remember that learning to read is a hard and complex skill that is developed over a long period of time. Since so many different components go into reading, it is so important to teach all children appropriate and effective reading strategies that will help them become better readers. Reading is the key to success in all content areas. Children need to know how to read and comprehend in math, social studies, science, and English. Effective reading strategies can help children read with fluency, accuracy, and understanding. Children often know how to read, but they just don't know how to use or don't use effective strategies to get the full meaning from the text they read. By incorporating effective and fun reading strategies at home can help with this problem. It is also very important to introduce one strategy at a time. First, you have to guide your child in practicing that particular strategy, and then move on to a new strategy when your child appears to be secure with the first one. This way they don't get confused. Lastly, we must remember that the overall goal of all reading instruction is to help children become expert readers so that they can achieve independence and can use literacy for lifelong learning and enjoyment. The 3 reading strategies that I will be talking about today are from the text, The Reading Strategy Book by Jennifer Serravallo. This is a wonderful resource with 300 reading strategies that any reader can use. It is extremely parent-friendly and effective, and I would recommend buying it. Let's get started. The first strategy is one that you can use when your child is reading to you. Sometimes when your child is just learning how to read or reading a book to you, they can get stuck on unfamiliar words and become frustrated with decoding these words. If this happens, introduce this reading strategy to your child. It's called Try, Try, Try Again. Try, Try, Try Again is a great reading strategy for pre-emergent to emergent readers that can be used for both fiction and nonfiction texts. Explain to your child that it's okay to get stuck on a word that they don't know. Good readers try a variety of strategies when they get to a tricky word. And sometimes one strategy will not work on one word. It is important for your child to know that it might take a few strategies to help them read a tricky word. I like to use the toolbox analogy for this strategy. Tell your child, every time you start a new book, you should carry these strategies around you like a toolbox, using just the right one for just the right job. And sometimes you'll find that when you try one strategy, it doesn't help. In that case, try a new strategy from your toolbox. Let's take a look at the picture on the right. Readers use more than one strategy to figure it out. Your child can read slowly from left to right, sounding out each letter. They can look at pictures and ask if that will help them sound it out. They can ask themselves, does that make sense? Or does that look right? Does that sound right? They can also ask if they know any parts of the word. For example, we see that it says swing. They might know the beginning, or they might know the end sound, the ing sound. The second strategy you can use when you are reading a fiction book to your child. A fiction book means a story that is not real. This strategy is called read like a storyteller. It is important to model good, fluent, and expressive reading. This way your child has an idea of what good readers sound like. Even though they are exposed to this at school, modeling at home is just as important. Explain to your child that when they are reading a story, they should sound like a storyteller. When a character is talking, make sure to change your voice to match that character's tone, how the character is feeling, and the punctuation. This will help make the story more enjoyable to listen to and to read. It will also help to understand what is happening in the story. Reading with expression and fluency takes practice. However, if children are taught how to do it and use strategies to help them, they will be able to read just like their parents and teachers. The last strategy you can use for when you are reading a nonfiction book to your child. It's called Caption It. Since beginner nonfiction books mainly consist of pictures and captions, this last strategy will help show your child how to pay close attention to these text features. Paying close attention to nonfiction text features is a large part of reading, navigating, and understanding nonfiction text. These features help readers understand what the text is about. As parents, you can teach your child how to use these text features to get more information from the text. Make sure your child knows to look at the pictures and captions on each page so they will understand what they are reading and learning about. For example, let's take a look at the picture on the right. It might be hard to tell that those are actually baby sea turtles without the caption. Teaching your child to look at the caption will let them know what they are reading about: baby sea turtles crossing the beach. In conclusion, it is up to you to introduce, model, and use a variety of strategies with your child so they learn how to use them while they are reading independently. In conclusion, let's remember that effective reading strategies are very helpful for all readers. It is so important to teach all children appropriate and effective reading strategies. This will help them become better readers. Effective reading strategies help children read with fluency, accuracy, and understanding. And make sure you introduce one strategy at a time. This way they can master that strategy and then move on to a new one. It may be beneficial for your child if you made miniature posters or bookmarks that display each reading strategy. This will help your child remember to use them while they are reading. From the previous slides, we saw that there are 3 strategies along with 3 pictures for each strategy. You can create a bookmark or poster to keep in your house and review them with your child before, during, or after reading. The Reading Strategies book provides an example of a poster for all 300 strategies. I would like to thank you for your time today. I hope you found this tutorial beneficial and that you learned something new. In the words of Jennifer Serravallo, strategies make the often invisible work of reading actionable and visible. Incorporate and implement effective strategies daily. Your child will then become a better reader, achieve independence, and most importantly, develop a lifelong love for learning. Thank you.